Thank you very much. Good evening, afternoon, morning, night, depending on where you are located in your time. This is Kingdom Economic Forum in partnership with the New African Concept. This forum is established to analyze challenges in the society and then give solutions as a way to help develop our nation and our continent. Last week, we started discussing about Ghana and the leadership question. And we were able to let you know that we as citizens of our dear nation, in fact, we gave you the leadership before the colonial masters came, during the colonial period and post-colonial. And we concluded by saying that with the kind of democracy we are practicing, we have failed as far as leadership is concerned on three main areas. Number one, we haven't established a well-structured system to train leaders. Another problem is that we are looking for a messianic leader who will come and do all. We don't want to take responsibility at all. So we are looking for somebody. The moment the person raises his hands, everything is all right for us. And the third failure is that we have citizenship failure. We haven't loved our country. We don't. Ghana has no brother or sister. We don't love it. It's like we are just passing through. We don't care. And with these problems, until we solve, nothing can happen. And today, we want to look at the practical and kingdom-driven solutions that will help us to answer this Ghana and the leadership question. This is a part 2 of it. What can we do? What kind of leadership does Ghana need today? Are we looking for transactional leader or transformational leader? How can we train and support the next generation of value-based leaders? What practical steps can the church take to influence leadership culture in Ghana? Are there working models from other countries we can adapt here in Ghana? How do we move from just criticizing bad leadership to building and backing good ones? I like this word. How do we move from just criticizing bad leadership to building and backing good ones? With me in the studio has been my brother, Reverend Dr. Joshua Ponsah. Look, you are welcome.
Thank you very, very much.
Ghana and the leadership.
And the leadership question.
They are saying everything stops and rises. There's a saying.
Everything rises and falls on leadership.
On leadership. How true is it? But based on the 3 points you raised last week, I believe, because everybody is a leader. So if we understand that everybody is a leader, then that quotation is true.
Yes.
We don't have selected leaders. Everybody. So you listening to me, you are a leader in your own right. Even yourself, you have to lead. You can't come and tell me that all of a sudden you started smoking weed. You chose.
You chose.
So it's a leadership problem you have in that you were not able to lead yourself. So everybody is a leader.
Yeah.
So your question you are asking, Ghana, we don't have good leaders. You're a leader. Look, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so quickly to add to what you were saying, that if your actions and inactions stands to impact or influence even at least one person, then you're a leader.
Even not one person, yourself.
Yes.
And okay, maybe ask the one person.
Yes. So,
yourself.
So that is to say that since because everybody's actions and inaction will naturally affect first yourself, and then at least somebody.
Yeah, I get your point. I get you.
So either a mother, if you're a mother, your actions and inactions will affect your husband, will affect your children. So by so doing, just like you're saying, so everyone is a leader in some regard.
Yeah.
And that is why we must get that kind of understanding very, very well. So Ghana and the leadership question. And hopefully today we are looking at some of the practical ways by which we can, solve this question. In every situation, normally there are two options. It is either you accept things as they are, or you take responsibility to change it. To accept things as they are is to embrace the status quo. That this is what we have, let us go by it. To take responsibility is to swim against the tide. And then to say that, no, how things are going, it does not work for us. Let us stand up and then initiate a change. Now, as I said, 68 years down the line, we've been crying on leadership. Most or poor leadership. Our approach has been the church is interceding. And then, as usual, is to criticize. That's why I like one of the questions. Yes, very, very important.
How do we move from just criticizing bad leadership?
So that is what we have done. So you should tell us that just or merely praying does not solve it. Because if it will solve, it would have solved it for us. It should tell us that merely complaining or criticizing does not solve it. And that is one of the major challenges. So look at our political shows. One MPP person, one NDC person, they will trade insults among themselves. Okay, more you say, almost more time, and almost more ye be. And it is almost like there is that justification for what we are doing wrong now, because when you were in power, you also did same or something similar. So when you put it together, Buckminster, Fuller, who was a scientist as well as an architect, he made a statement, and then he said that if you want to change something, you don't attack it. Don't spend your time just attacking it, criticizing it, just like that. Raise a new model and commit your time and effort. I'm paraphrasing it. And commit your time and effort to that new model. And commit it so much that that new model grows and renders the old one obsolete.
I like that.
So his approach is that if your desire is to change something, don't just cast insults and criticisms on that old thing or the prevailing status quo. Else, on your deathbed, what you are complaining about would have even increased in decay. The only thing is that you were known as a voice or anti so and so voice.
Nothing. You didn't give any alternative.
You didn't give any alternative. So his suggestion is, what you expend in doing that, raise a new model and commit to that new model and expand it till it takes over. And then that new model renders this one obsolete to some extent, where now that one becomes the odd one out. And this is the new model.
In fact, this is a principle of my
very serious.
That has been my approach to life.
Yes.
I don't need to give alternatives.
No, okay.
Give alternative. Give alternative.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So using that, should I say, prototype, it means that there are two approaches, either to complain or to build a new model. Complaints has not solved it and will never solve it, because 20 years ago, we were still having radio programs, we were still having TV programs, political talk shows, trading of insults, criticizing all kinds of leaders. And because we did not give any pragmatic or practical approach to solving it, 20 years down the line, still we are crying on poor leadership. But we've been talking about it in the airwaves. So the approach is that we must build a new model.
And that is what we are doing on this show. This is Kingdom Economic Forum. All that we are not complaining. We are building a new model in partnership with New African Concept. We are doing so many things behind the scene. I think, let's use this opportunity to let people know what New African Concept we are doing in the secondary schools and the universities, the systems we are putting in place, that we are bringing a new kind of, we see new tomorrow.
We will see a new tomorrow.
We know, and we are working on it. Maybe share.
Okay, maybe one or two. Exactly.
It's
exactly. I mean, yeah. So with the new.
So you use this one to get more disciples to be part of the move. We are doing something. We see new tomorrow.
We see a new tomorrow. Yeah. So with the New African Concept, as the name suggests, we see a new tomorrow. So for us, in our mind's eye, we strongly believe that a new Ghana is very possible and a new Africa is very possible. Not a utopian, ultimately perfect, but a functionally running Ghana and a functionally running Africa. And with like Buckminster's approach or suggestion, we want to contribute towards that narrative, not by complaining, but by building new models. So what do? We do a number of things, but we pitch ourselves as a mentorship-based organization.
Sure.
So the name of our mentorship clubs are called Transformers. So currently we are on about 7 campuses, and then we are in 3 communities. The goal is to replicate so that now we have these mentorship clubs at the basic schools, at the secondary schools, at every tertiary school, both private, public, and then in the various communities. So currently we're in Accra, Telma, and Kumasi, that's for the communities. And then we also have the online version, that's those in scattered communities that we are not there yet. And then we are also at Pentecost University, Ashesi, Legon, KNUST, College of Health, Kintampo, KSTU, and then College of Health, Yamfo, so far. So that is the structure where when you come in, we commit to 2 years mentorship plan, structured with a curriculum touching on various aspects of personal, corporate, and the national life. And so far, the results or the impacts have been. So instead of expending our energy trading insults on complaining, this is how we really want to. And we also have a number of projects that we will be unveiling officially from next year. But with the leadership question we are talking about, we have one of the projects called the Nehemiah Project. And the Nehemiah, actually, we have 15 projects, and each of the projects has been designed to solve a particular question specifically. And the project of the New African Concept designed to solve the leadership question is the Nehemiah Project.
Let me mention that the communities he mentioned, my hometown, Asante
Asaman, yes,
is a prototype.
Yes,
is a focal place that we want to do the full
expression
of the New African Concept. So very soon, when you are coming to my hometown, you need to be given a visa.
Oh yeah, it was on your visa.
Very soon.
Yeah. So with time, if you want to see more or less our handiwork, our first and foremost reference point, hopefully, is going to be Asamai, where you can get there, interact, look at the way the people think, the way they do their things, and then the results will be there for us to see. So it just dawned that next year is going to be our 5th year anniversary. So we'll have maybe further discourses. So but it's just an informal, release that next year is going to be NAC at 5. We inaugurated it 2021.
Oh, okay.
So to the glory of God, next year is going to be our 5th year anniversary, and then we are planning series of activities to really commemorate it. So by extension, I would extend a hand of invitation to you that you would come on board and then join the New African Concept. Sign on board to be a mentee and then a volunteer. You'll be trained for your personal life and development, for your corporate, and then also at the national scale. And if it is leadership that you are passionate about, then you can also get on board with the Nehemiah project. So with the Nehemiah, we go to the schools, tap the potential leaders of tomorrow. So we give the class prefects, the various prefects, and we have a protocol, a system that some people are not prefects, but they are called into leadership. So we have a system we can fish them out. And that's what we are doing at the basic schools, at the secondary schools, and then at the tertiary schools, where we also put them on a 1.5 year leadership mentorship program to reorient them. So it comes to the new model I was talking about. The question is, if we are saying these leaders are not good or sound for us, what is the alternative? What is the picture of our dream leaders? That is where we start from. So we begin with the end in mind. Okay, if these leaders, what are their issues? Oh, they are corrupt. Oh, maybe this. Oh, no. Okay, so what is our ideal Ghanaian leader? That sense of identity. So that is what we then decide on, and then the new model, we inoculate and then build it into them. So the leaders that we need must touch on these 3 levels. First, the level of the heart. Everything begins with the heart, which is the seat of your desires, your appetites, your emotions, and then your motives. So why do you want to go into politics? Is it because you see it as an escape route from unemployment? Is it because from what you have observed, many people use it as a shortcut or one of the shortest routes to amass wealth? So you too, you see that, there are many people at the tertiary base that they align with some of these political parties with the heart. God, they've seen that, it looks like they make those calculations.
Look at it.
And sometimes they are friends, and they're able to say that, okay, you join this one. Just like you were saying, let me also join this one. So that as we grow, it will be possibly at any point one power. So either you are in power. If you are in power, I'm in power. If I'm in power, you are in power. Because the quest for power is to meet up and amass wealth for personal gains. So number 1 is a training, and these things are not by just flagship programs. And that is why one of the things I cherish most is mentorship, because these things must be deeply cut into the people. It is not just, so we have like leadership conferences. They are all very good. But if we don't take care, just like the prayer is good. But if it is sorted out only on the grounds of prayer, it is not going to be, we are not going to get the results. In the same vein, annual or maybe intermittent, once a while, large size leadership programs, they are also very good, where we have leadership experts coming to speak to the youth or the younger generation. Very perfect. But the question is, beyond this, what next? And that is where the issue is, that after 6 sessions, those who share interest and would want to go the next level, they must be placed on a very serious diet. That one will transform their hearts. And that they will have so the heart is where they will have the right values: honesty, hard work, servant leadership, servant faithfulness, service. So that we will redefine that politics and leadership is about service. It is not about amassing wealth for your parochial interests, but rather it is about service. It is about humility. It is about, being a ladder for your people to see the light of glory. Number 2 is the head. That is the place of intellect. So tomorrow's leaders must be the leaders with a transformed heart, leaders with the right set of values. And then the second training to be given to these leaders are leaders with a transformed mind. And that is why they must be taught the right things. They're taught the right mindset, taught the right philosophy, taught the right, and that's where they have to read. Reading concerning most of the things we are talking about, knowing our history, even from pre-colonial times, the various kingdoms, empires, their practices. Because if you want to solve a problem, then you must have an understanding of how it plays out in its totality. So training of the head or training of the mind is very, very important. However, so that's where you were talking about the law and other things. That's where it comes in.
Okay.
Yes. It comes in at those levels where you read extensively. But to train the mind without training the heart is very dangerous, because you are going to get a sophisticated thief.
Yeah.
And that's why we have many professors and many learned people. Even some of our leaders in politics and many other fields, they schooled outside. Harvard. Some of them were in Harvard, Yale, Oxford, Cambridge, and other top places where they were classmates with, world leaders, had all these exposures. But the secret is, the desires of your heart gives direction to your intellect. So it is not the other way around. It is not your intellect that directs your heart. Your heart directs your intellect. So if your heart is wicked, debased and corrupt, then it is going to give direction to your sophisticated mind. And that is what we have all around. The new Ghanaian leader or the new African leader must be a leader whose heart has been transformed and whose mind is very sophisticated, not lazy. Very sophisticated, learned. You must know the data, the statistics, the projections concerning our nation, our continent. We must know it very well. So those in Mian Project, that's what we do. And just like you said, a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. It's only a matter of time. You'll be shocked that you take a GHS 3 person who maybe has gone through, and then when you sit him down, you'll be shocked. You may mistake him, say be a physically, and maybe a word tenenka, and I say be a watra, and I say a kasana watia. You may mistaken him for maybe a 50-year person. The weight of understanding, and then finally is the hands. That's the skills. The leader must be trained in the skills. So the skills of public speaking, the skills of diplomacy, the skills of executive appearance, negotiation, and things. God, all of these things are very, very important.
Yeah.
The various skills that comes into play. So with the right heart, with the right head, which contains the mind, and with the right hands, which resonates with the skills. These 3 H's, deliberately taught and then instilled in this new model. And then now we replicate it until the old Ghana or the old system becomes obsolete. That is the approach. So we replicate this new model, and then now we have lots and lots of people who are thinking and then doing their things like this. So by the time you realize, the way of the old Ghanaian will become obsolete. It will become the odd one out, because the new leaders coming have been through a system. They have been trained. So you of the old fiber when you are bringing matters of corruption, I say, what are you talking about? Leadership is about service. It's like the language are two different, distinct languages. So that the MP, if you want to be voted for to be a member of parliament, and then, yes, when you go to your constituency, it's not going to be, oh, okay, so giving money, and then, I'm giving you head pants, I'm giving you clothing, and then you can do this. When you bring those things, the coming generation will say that, Honorable, oh, hold on. Can we have a town hall meeting? We want to have a discourse with you. So all the candidates who are vying for, we want to hear your narratives. And when you are done, we will then quiz you to find your heart and your mind and your understanding and your track record and all those things. So now you will be even a laughing stock as a would-be MP or a candidate, that your message is that take these things and vote for me. Because you are now dealing with people, oh no, what are these things? Because they have been economically empowered. So they are not relying on 50 cedis in a matchbox. They are not relying, their lives are so different. So Nana, in summary, the way forward is not to complain, but to build a new model, as Buckminster Fuller suggested, and concentrate on this new model for it to grow until it renders the old one obsolete and taken off from the narrative. And this new model must be a model that touches on these three H's: a transformed heart, a transformed head, and a transformed hands, built into tomorrow's leaders, the young and emerging leaders. And with this, when we say we see a new tomorrow, indeed, by and by, it shall become a reality.
The new Ghana and the new Africa is possible. Ghana and the leadership question is answered in these 3 weeks: a new heart, a new heart, and a new hands. We believe that if we're able to have the right heart, the information we are having will serve its purpose. It is more dangerous to empower the head that has wrong heart. It's more dangerous. You are a leader. I am a leader. I have told you that in Kingdom Economic Forum, we give solutions. We don't complain. And we have given you the model that will give us the right leaders we are looking for. What kind of leader are you looking for in the church, in the community, in the traditional leadership, in the political leadership, in the school leadership? We are looking for people with the right hand. Leadership is about service.
It's about service.
Until your leadership endure to the benefit of the people you are serving or you are leading, you are just occupying position. Leadership is about service. Leadership is if you're a leader, you are a ladder for people to see top.
That's right.
You are not to be celebrated. You are to serve. Jesus said, the greatest among you must be a servant. That's the highest position in the kingdom of God. Service. Service. Our lives have been given to us to serve. I want to take this opportunity to maybe passionately appeal to our leaderships in various spheres: pastoral, political, chieftaincy, or traditional, whatever level. We are to serve our people. We are to serve our nation. if I lead right and you lead right, I serve and you serve, Ghana will become like heaven. Jesus said, when we pray this prayer, that our Father in heaven, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And Jesus has given us the model. We should serve. We should serve. The leadership question is about service. And those of you who are being followers, don't just remain a follower. And even in following, you are still a leader. Let's begin to ask questions. Let's love our dear nation. Let's serve. Ghana is all that we have. If we serve right, when we die and gone, God reward us in heaven. At the same time, our names will remain in the good books of the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana and the leadership question is what we came to conclude on. We have given you the solution. The solution is very simple. And this concept, the New African concept is propagating. If you are a pastor, a church leader, a businessman, whatever organization in which you are operating, any institution can apply these things. The right heart. You know, I told somebody it's more now. Companies are not looking for those with the best certification.
Great.
They're looking for people with the right heart. If the heart is not good and you have first class, you are dangerous. You are an endanger to the organization. Everybody is looking for people who have the right heart, the right character, honesty,
right values,
all these values. You know, the government is talking about reset. You know, remember we prepared a presentation on that. The reset is about the heart. If the heart is not reset, forget about all the other political reset they are talking about. Talking about the heart. The reset in the Bible is called renew of the mind. If we renew our minds, our hearts, trust me, we will become a blessing to our nation. On this note, we want to ask for questions, contributions, any thoughts. The floor is open for you. Whilst we are waiting for your questions, we've told you about the wonderful work the New African Concept is doing. I have told you that I'm using my hometown as a prototype. You can also invite them. I have used them to organize training for all those who finished GHS last year and this year. We've met with the youth, done a training program, but we've organized a community leadership training. We've done that, and we're trying to put a system through New African Concept. I think we've set up a team, the new team,
Transformers
there has been established over there. Gradually, you give us the next 5 years. Gradually, in the next 5 years, we're going to raise huge leaders from our hometown.
Powerful.
You don't know Asaman, you come there. Asaman is located, it's within the Secretariat South Municipal. You come very soon, I'll invite you, but you have to come very fast, else you will have to apply for visa within Ghana before you visit my beautiful hometown. Sure. All right, so we're still waiting for you for questions. And thank you. God bless you.